The afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Friday, October 23rd. I'm James Spann. Obviously, all eyes are on historic Hurricane Patricia approaching the coast of Mexico. What does that mean for Alabama's weather next week? What about the weekend? We'll see if we can answer all your questions. Let's dive in and take a look. Start with the water vapor satellite view. And you can see we have the trough lifting out of the southwest United States. Ridging here, a 588 ridge, and a lot of rain to the west, and of course some of that high-altitude moisture is coming from Patricia. That's a wider look, and you can see how clearly there's going to be a connection as the moisture from Patricia comes up into Texas and gradually curves over into the southern states next week. So we think we turn very wet early in the week. Temperatures this afternoon are mostly in the low 80s, Birmingham 80, Tuscaloosa 83. Highs for the weekend, we'll be close to 80 tomorrow and then probably upper 70s, mid to upper 70s on Sunday. The highs for the weekend will be determined really by the cloud cover. West of the state, flash flood watches for much of Texas. The counties in those darker shades, those are counties under flash flood warnings. And how about some winter weather advisories for parts of Colorado and Kansas as they are in the cold air. They've had some snow today. Severe weather possibilities, a marginal severe weather risk for parts of Texas. The main issue, though, it's flooding there. And then tomorrow, thunderstorms possible from Texas to the Great Lakes, but organized severe weather not expected. Organized rain for the next 5 days, valid through Wednesday morning of next week. Obviously, the big numbers are west of the state. Here's a higher resolution look. Looks like a bullseye is 8.86 inches. Between Dallas-Fort Worth and Tyler, Texas, about 8 inches near Galveston. For Alabama, the amounts are in the 1 to 2 inch range, and we could see more than that. We might be setting up for some pretty impressive rains early in the week. There's a look at the historic Hurricane Patricia. Sustained winds 200 miles an hour, Category 5. The pressure 879 millibars, one of the lowest ever recorded. Getting very close to the coast of Mexico. This will be coming in over the next 6 hours. And, of course, we can only hope that preparations have been completed to get people out of there. The center is expected to come in south of Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, tonight. And it will begin to lose its structure once it gets inland. But some of this could stay intact, perhaps reaching the western Gulf. Here's the spaghetti plot for Patricia, and you can see that the remnant low should be on the middle Texas coast in about 48 hours. And, of course, by then, the water is cooler. The conditions don't favor strengthening. This probably won't become a tropical storm. It might be designated a tropical depression. Whatever, one way or the other. Heavy rain is the big issue for the states around the Gulf Coast, not the wind. All right, let's dive in and take a look. Model fans, this is the GFS, the 12Z run, valid tomorrow at 1 o'clock local time. Still got ridging here, and down below that, a deep surface low is over Michigan with a trailing front down through Fayetteville, Arkansas, and Abilene, Texas. And you just wonder, Auburn's got that game up there at 11. It's going to start early in the day. Dry air is going to be knocking on the door. It could be that the bulk of the rain is shifted south and east of Fayetteville by game time. We sure can't promise that. We're still going to mention a good chance of rain for the game, but that's a close call. And then for us, Alabama looks like the sky will be mostly cloudy. The NAM has been trying to print out a little light rain or a few patchy showers over northwest Alabama tomorrow. And we're going to mention that. Just a chance of a few isolated showers. Don't think it'll be a big deal. For the Alabama-Tennessee game, looks like the sky should be mostly cloudy. We can't rule out the chance of a shower, but I don't think rain's going to be a big deal. Temperature should be in the around 80 at kickoff for that game in Tuscaloosa, falling through the 70s during the second half. Sunday, you can see the system that was Patricia is now in the far northwestern Gulf near Galveston. And it could be a tropical depression, could be a tropical storm. If it becomes a tropical storm, it gets the name Kate. But again, one way or the other, the main threat, the main impact will be flooding. Houston, Lake Charles, Shreveport, places like that. And Sunday for us, that looks dry, but let's check the high-resolution NAM, and it brings in this light rain during the day Sunday. And I think we need to at least mention some risk of showers. I don't think the rain will be as widespread as that. This looks overdone, but we'll mention some risk of showers Sunday. It's race weekend at Talladega. Can't rule out the chance of a shower at the superspeedway, but I think they get the race in. That's the way we'll play it now. Highs should be in the mid to upper 70s in most spots. Monday, the tropical low, the ghost of Patricia, if you will, is just around Morgan City, Louisiana. And that's when the rain will likely really increase. Our big range will be early next week on Monday. And this is Tuesday. The thing moves up into Louisiana, and you combine that low to the west with a strong high to the east, and we got a very strong pressure gradient, and that means Tuesday not only should be very wet, but very windy. These are 10-meter wind gusts. We'll probably see winds averaging 15 to 25 out of the south, maybe gusting to 30, with rain falling much of the day. Not exactly a Chamber of Commerce day, so it looks like a soaking rain Monday and Tuesday. And then Wednesday, the ghost of Patricia is absorbed in the larger scale mid-latitude system. The core surface low is over the Great Lakes with the trailing front down through Memphis. And we might even see some thunderstorms on Wednesday. I don't think we have any severe weather, but a strong storm not out of the question with that cold front approaching. So rain still a decent possibility Wednesday. And then finally Thursday, we get into cooler and drier air. Highs dropping in the 60s. And a week from today, Friday the 30th, another trough developing off to the west. We're in dry air, but we note that 997 millibar low that's over western Oklahoma. That could bring some active storms to parts of Oklahoma and Texas. And this is Halloween, the next day, Saturday, October 31st. That might be a setup for severe weather. You know, that's right at the beginning of the fall tornado season, November, December. So we'll have to watch for trends and understand this is, 8 days out. This could easily change. This is the end of the forecast, Monday, the 2nd of November. Strong troughing coming in, raining there, and that rain should be ending. But notice the cool down after we see low 80s the next couple of days, highs dropping in the 60s and lows dropping in the 40s as November begins. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. My next video will be Monday morning at 7 o'clock. Brian Peters, the man that looks like Colonel Sanders, will have the video updates tomorrow and Sunday. And if you can't catch us this evening on the live stream of the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend, and God bless.